people think that taxi driving is a job for men, but that ideology is slowly changing, with about 3% of women getting into the scene. Now, reports show that most people feel safe and comfortable when a woman is driving them. They say they feel like the women are more professional and they are more careful than their male counterparts. Today on the show, I have Divas on Wheels, and we're going to be talking about this. So welcome to the Everyday Woman. My name is Mukali, and we are at the Westgate Mall, the pop-up market. It's on the first floor, and we're here because it's Monday, y'all. And every single Monday, it's all about inspiration, empowerment, and making you the very best version of yourself that you could ever be. Today, on the Everyday Woman, we're talking about women who are in the taxi industry. And these particular ones are not just taxi drivers. They're divas on wheels, y'all. Karibuni sana. Asizi kwa nimefanya hivyo divas on wheels, alafu mko tu asante sana. It's like, oh, ati. Oh, so divas will be like, yeah. Karibuni. You know, I can count how many women I have met in this business. And there are 3. 1 in Mombasa and 2 in Nairobi, just. Really? Yes. So it's interesting to know that there's something going on bigger called Divas on Wheels, and it's a huge community. Kabla tuingie yote, maybe introduce yourself, starting from the lovely lady next to, hey, Diva basi mwenyewe.
Yeah. My name is Helen Jao. I'm a mom of 2, and I'm an online taxi driver.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My name is Farida Hamid, a single mama of 5.
Power to the woman.
Yes. A proud one, in fact.
Yes.
And I'm online driver. An online driver.
Perfect.
Yeah.
My name is Estambula. I'm a mother of 3.
I particularly love the fact that we're not just women, we are mothers as well. So this makes this conversation a bit heavy in a good way, because we'll be able to see each one of you in different aspects or the facets of life. You getting into this car and you going back home and being a mom and being there, doing all of that, but also being hardcore enough to deal with us on the road and other drivers as well. But being women, how did you decide to get into this? Because at first, when you think about taxi driving, back in the day of Kenatco and I don't know what else, those Kenya Taxi Association, it was just guys. I can't remember a woman back then. But what made you want to get into this particular industry?
First and foremost, driving is one of my hobbies.
Oh, wow.
I love driving. Long distance, short distance. So, like, when after my marriage was, yeah, shaky, and then we splitted. Yeah. I had to look for something to feed my kids.
True.
So my sister told me, Sonny, you like driving. How about you do Uber? I was like, that's interesting. That's how I got to.
Did you even think about, are there other women doing this? It was like, mimi kama Helen, napenda kuendesha and I will do this, and my kids need to eat.
I just didn't care. I thought I was just looking at my kids and say, toi lazima akule man.
It's true.
Lazima nitoke hapa nje man.
How many years saizi imekuwa?
This is my 2nd year.
Your 2nd year.
Yeah.
Great. Farida?
Me, as a single mother, I had to be strong with my kids. And one of being strong was following my passion. Yes, I could get a job somewhere, I could work from 8 to 5. To me, it doesn't make sense. Because at times you'll ask you'll request for some time
off.
Yeah, some time off to maybe go for a meeting, children's meeting, but you wouldn't get.
Yeah.
So I sat and thought about it. I used to use Uber when I was working in Yaya Center. So I'd ask the drivers, how is Uber doing? So at times men will discourage me like, this is not for you.
Yeah,
no. It's so hard because I'm busy. So I sat and I kept asking. Then I met one guy who really encouraged me and told me, no, this is good for you. After all, you are not so many women, and I'm sure you can make it. So, are you sure? Yes. So at that time, I got my divorce. So after the divorce, I saw nah, I can't be running in and out of the court asking for maybe
Child support.
Child support,
I'll
yeah.
be wasting a lot of time. Why don't I use my passion to earn for this kid? So I went to a cyber cafe. And then I started by my PSV. I was told I need a good conduct. Then I got my good conduct. Then I went to Uber offices. But then Uber was on hits
Yeah.
in 2016.
Yeah.
So I went to Uber offices. I registered. By then they normally say it takes more than 7 days for you to be online. But after 24 hours, I was able to work. But there was a challenge that I didn't have a car.
Oh,
Yeah. So I was,
you applied without a car.
Yeah.
Isn't that one of the
That's-
things that you need when you're applying to be an Uber driver?
No, as
Not
long as
really?
you're a driver,
Okay.
you can apply, you can register yourself.
Okay.
Then as you look
For a car.
So I kept on talking to the guy who introduced me, and I asked him, do you know any partners who really need a driver? Then I was first I was referred to whereby I can work and earn on commission.
Okay.
So, luckily or unluckily, there was a strike. So, using my position like a lady, they're saying Muslims don't do such things. So
Yeah.
I'm going online. So I went online, and the first week I made a lot of money. So getting my commission, it came to less than 10K for that week.
Okay.
So I felt no, I'm getting used there.
Yeah. The money you're making for the company
Yeah.
is way more than what you're taking home.
Yes. So I decided, let me find myself a partner who will take targets. We meet a target, we agree, I give maybe 1,500 or 2,000. Then that's how I decided. I got a partner, I survived for 1 year. Then now I'm on another partner until now, until date. I've not
Wow.
changed a lot of partners, I thank God.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Great. Mbula?
Mine, there's a time I saw Farida on TV.
Oh, wow.
So it was Farida and some other women.
Yes.
So them, they were talking about how, I think that's the time they had gone into online driving.
Yeah.
So I saw them on TV. I was just there in the house. Okay, me, I do supplies.
Yes.
So I listened to them and I thought, this thing looks interesting, because me, I go to many places, you know, that kind of driving to this place, you go back to. I thought I can just combine my work with this now online driving. So that's how I went into online driving. I went and registered. I also inquired, like she said. And the first person I asked was very positive about it.
Yeah.
He was an Uber driver. He said, it's okay, there's money, there's a lot of exposure, you'll even get customers in the midst of doing this. And that's how I went into the online
Getting
driving.
into it. How many years has it been for you?
This is my first.
The first year. Oh, I mean, if you saw Farida, then you got in. You're an inspiration to many. You are an inspiration to many. And at what point, 3 years in, 2 years in, 1 year in, at what point did we create this association called Divas on Wheels? At what point?
Divas on Wheels is still a baby.
Oh, it is a baby.
Yeah, it's still crawling. We are just on a crawling process. We haven't.
That's where everything begins, right?
Yeah.
It's true. So all the best to that. Some of the challenges maybe that you've faced in this, and being a taxi user, sometimes you'll hear stories online, especially with the male counterparts, where you will carry someone, they will sleep, they will not pay, they will be rowdy, they will fight. You know, some people get carjacked. How do you protect yourself? Or what are some of the challenges that you have gone through as a woman in this industry who's carrying even male guys? Do you guys work at nights?
Of course.
Yes, we do.
Like at night ile ya Kadunda tumetoka alafu.
Challenges are there.
Okay.
But most of these apps, they have like an SOS button.
What do you
whereby,
mean?
It's a help button.
Yes.
On the app, there's a help button where you press in case you're in trouble.
And who responds?
They have like a combination with the security agents.
Okay.
So whereby it depends on where you are, they are going to find help for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is when you suspect something is going to happen.
Yeah. So the second one is, most of us, we have groups, like WhatsApp groups.
Yeah.
So like when you feel like this ride it's not 100%, you pin on the location. Try to pin the girls. Tell the girls, I'm carrying a guy.
So you guys have a WhatsApp group, Nini?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We do have a WhatsApp group that helps a lot. So with this up, you put the location. The minute you drop the guy, you have to say yourself, then
Okay.
you go back to.
Have you personally encountered, been in a situation where you needed to alert someone else?
Yeah, several times when you're.
Several?
Yeah. Well, okay, you feel like, this is not safe. I'm carrying two guys. They're not that drunk. They know themselves. So sometimes you just have to like be prepared.
Okay.
Yeah, you pin the location. You tell the girls, guys, I'm heading to this and this place, and I feel not like 100%.
Okay.
Guys, be with me.
Wow.
Always with you.
Farida, have you encountered the same?
Several times. The first time I joined Uber, when there was this strike, obviously there are surge moments whereby a client is supposed to pay 3 or 4, even 5 times more of what she requires to pay. So there's this time that I got a request, so happy it surged. It was around 2 times, so I knew
Good money.
good money. So I rushed to speak to the lady. Then I was supposed to drop the lady at here in Nyayo Estate. When you're going to Nyayo Estate, Wanandege Sako.
Yes.
Then I didn't know. I requested the lady, hey, how are you? I'm good. By then she was tall-faced. That's when I realized people take you as a garbage truck. You don't need to respond to them. So I requested, where are you heading to? You have a Google, or you have the Google, the destination.
Imeandikwa hapo, imepin, angalia.
Tembeza paka huko.
Wow.
I
Yes,
had
come
to
on,
drive.
rude.
I followed the Google. The Google took me to Utawala Primary School in
My
Utawala.
good Lord.
So when I was there, the first thing I met was a slap.
What?
I'm still new in this industry, but I met a slap. Why? Because I'm in a wrong destination. I'm in a wrong place. It was pinned there, but she won't understand. So I had to, why beating me? You are like my mother.
Wait, they slapped you.
She literally slapped me. She slapped me. So I was like, okay, where are you going to? I'm going to Anandege Sako. Can you turn the car? So I was
My God.
patient. I was crying. Deep down, I'm crying, but I know, let me just do this. Let me just finish this trip and it's all. So I drove off. We went to Anandege Sako. On reaching on Anandege Sako, another scenario came up. What? Why are you charging me 4,250? I normally come from Equity to here with 800 shillings. So I was like, it's not me, it's the app. Why don't you get in touch with the app? Just pay me and get in touch with the app.
They will
No,
refund your money.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to pay you. And at that time, I didn't know like there's something like reporting back or complaining anywhere. So I was, I'm still new in this. What do I do? Then it became like a scenario. Everyone was scanning. Kila mtu anakuja. What is happening? Oh, mama ananipia, ananiitisha 4,000. So there was one person who knew about it and requested for my phone. So I gave the phone. The phone was writing 4,000. So she told the lady, would you kindly give me your phone? The phone also wrote the
4,000.
So she was like, yeah, I'm sorry to let you know, you're so unfair to this driver. Would you kindly pay off? So she decided to pay off, but I felt like,
Oh
no,
my God.
It's your
if
first
I were
sign.
not this strong as a first time,
But that's
I would
a
have
fellow
given
woman
her
who
that.
slapped
Yeah,
you.
this is a fellow woman, number one. So I also just calmed myself and I said, maybe this woman is going through something.
Okay.
Maybe she's having something at home, a burning issue. She's just looking for a garbage truck to throw off the garbage. Maybe she decided it's
That's
me.
you.
So I went, but I never gave up on that woman. I decided to text her. Why did you do that? So after 2 days, she texted me back. And she told me, I'm sorry, I was having a rough day. She
Oh
just,
my.
you know, I had to go back. I'm good. Anyway, I'm a good listener, and I'm also good. I understand, but when it comes to us, I can really give up. But I didn't give up on this. She was a lady, a mature lady, and she explained it to me. It was another private discussion.
Yeah.
And until now, I can tell you she's my regular client. She dropped off Uber.
Wow.
To get directly to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
No,
Oh my
right.
God.
Together. Even she's not ashamed of discussing the issue. She's now my good
It's
friend.
like, yeah, you end up being friends.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I don't know when I
That
get-
particular story took me sure. I'm like, what?
It happens. We are in a very difficult field.
Yeah.
But it takes you to be the strong. If you are patient, you will manage. But if you are to give up, you really give up.
You give
You
up.
can also meet men. There's a man who touched my shoulder, and I was like, because if it's at night, I normally pull my chair in front, the front seat.
Yeah, so
I
everybody
say-
sits at the back.
Yeah, then I put my central mirror. At least I see what's going on the back.
Yeah.
So I was like, after that, he was talking, then all of a sudden, I had someone say, I'm talking to you. I'm telling you, at that time, I was freezing. Like, what do I do? This is a man.
Yes.
He can get violent
Yeah.
because the alcohol is like a drug.
Yeah.
So he can get violent. What do I do? I was in Dennis Street Road from Galana. When I was in Dennis Street Road, I had to go to the Total petrol station. I just walk off my car, open the door. I told him kindly
Exit the
request
car.
an
You need to feel relaxed. Yeah.
Get another Uber.
Yeah, get another Uber. But fortunately or unfortunately, women, we go through a lot in the hands of our fellow women,
Yeah.
not even men. Men
Yeah.
understand these small things will get, but other fellow women, they like use you. I've gotten a lot of incidences by women whereby they don't even want to pay.
Because they
can
feel like you're a woman.
insult
That's
you,
really
yeah,
bad.
They can insult you. They can get into your
And you-
car and throw everything. They're eating in your car. Even if you tell them, even my fellow Muslim ladies, there's some who literally spoil for our names like a Muslim because they just get into your car, dirtify your car, and they won't say anything. So women, at least,
Wow.
That's a
I'm
party
so happy
challenge.
that I'm here.
I know.
This is a message to women.
It is a message, true. And it's so sad that it actually comes from fellow women. I would have expected a situation that you
No.
talk about would be like a man who was trying, but what? Mbula, have you?
Surprisingly, we have not had a bad one.
Any particular incident you can remember?
Oh, yeah. Not a bad one.
Okay.
This was just a funny one. There's a girl I picked at some place along Agun's Kothek. There's a club over there. So,
It's okay, Mbula.
this was just a funny one. How she came and she said, Esther, me, I'm just very drunk and I need to go home. Then I said, it's okay. So where are we going? She says, we're going to Kiambu. And I say, it's okay. Then we go. She said she blacks out in the car. So I went to Kiambu. We reached there. I said, no, you wake up. We're in Kiambu. And she wakes up and she looks and says, you said this is where? I said, it's Kiambu. She says, no.
I
Can you find
made
a petrol station around here? Honestly, I don't know where my home is. And I say, she was called Joanne. I say, Joanne, what's wrong? She says, okay, let's go to the nearest petrol station. I check on those guys. Then we go to a petrol station. She says, hey, you guys, do you know me? Eddie, no, we don't know you. Then she says, Esther, then this is not around my home.
Are you kidding?
But now you have just to get me home. And I ask her,
Home is where?
So home is where? Give me your phone. Like, let me talk to your mama, to your sister, to your friend. They can just tell me where your home is. And she says, no, I do not want anyone to know about this.
What?
I'm telling you, we went round
And
Oh
went
my
round.
God. Are you gonna get paid?
Yeah.
But then,
Okay,
and
anyway.
the app is
good,
still
she
counting.
paid. The app is still counting. She said, Esther, I will just pay you, but just make sure you get me home. So after that, after going to Kiambu, we went to Rivers. Then we went back to, where was this place? This before you get to Kiambu, there's that place, Tidigwa. That
The
place,
Ndigwa.
the Digwa. We went there. She said, no, it's not here. Then it's almost. Now it is like 3 hours down the line. Then I ask her, tell me, now apart from the letter K you're saying,
Yeah, you started getting bored.
what else do you remember?
What else?
3 hours.
Because now at this point, I'm just going to take you to my home. You sober up and you remember your home, I'll take you home.
You wanted
And
to
me,
take
I
him.
leave her. Then she said, okay. Is there a road called Lower Kabete? I say, yeah, I know Lower Kabete. So it's Lower Kabete. She says, yes.
Do you meet clients who appreciate and be like, oh my God, I'm so happy? Because the producer was telling me when she gets into her Uber and it's whatever online taxi app, and she gets into the car and it's a woman, she's like, you know what, I'm just going to sleep. This is where I'm going. I know I'm safe. So do you get that a lot as well?
With me, most ladies are very supportive.
Okay, good.
And most ladies, we end up being friends.
Oh, wow.
We end up being friends. Like the other one who made me get here, she's a very...
Oh my God, let me just say this interesting story about Helen. So Helen was ferrying a lady.
Yeah.
And then you were amazing in whatever way. I think, hopefully we'll share the tweet. And then she was very happy with your services and she went on to Twitter and was like, oh my God, this amazing woman. And my producer saw that. So when the producer did that, can I get that lady?
I normally tell ladies, it depends with your peers, the way you handle your rider. As much as even maybe that rider will be having depression is real. It's only that it's not spoken about. A lot of people are dying inside. But whenever they meet someone who will even charm them with only a smile, just that a simple smile, it really changes them. So I normally tell them, I get karuras, we call it karuras.
Offline rides.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like floating over there.
I get karuras through this online.
Okay.
At least per day, I make sure I get one person. I don't need more. I just need one person who will tell me, please, come back and drop me. Even today in the morning when I was coming, I picked someone from Awinskodek to Red Cross. Now he's telling me today I'll have to pick him and drop him back. Then on Saturday I'm taking him to Naivasha. So this is a good deal.
That's a karura right there.
That's a karura. Girl.
So as you come to the end of this conversation, maybe Mbula, you can tell us, what would you say to women out there? Some of the highlights, of things that you've learned, and even time management, taking care of your 3 children and doing the business among other things. And the husband, woo, man. Like, how do you find the balance in all of that? Iyo siku ulizunguka 5 hours. You know, how would you encourage them and, you know, pointers to them who would like to join the business?
For those who would like to join the business, I would say it's a good one. You get a lot of exposure. You get to know, you also get to know places in this Nairobi, Bwana. You go places. And also for the time management, it makes you disciplined.
Okay.
And you also you get to appreciate what you can do as a woman. So for women outside there, at times you get some clients and they say, wow, Esther, I'm so impressed. Yani, you can do this. I have a sister, I have a cousin, I have someone in the house who is doing nothing. If they could just go out there and get that extra coin, it would be very nice.
That's amazing. That's amazing to hear. But when you got into it, husband alikuwa tu sawa na hizi rights? Ama ilikuwa tuli adjust as we go? How was it?
Him is okay, because it's just a matter of just going for that extra coin.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah,
and it goes a long way in the family.
It calls for a lot of discipline.
And you know, the good thing about this online thing, it's manageable.
Yeah.
Like I wake up at 1 a.m. By 5 a.m. I'm home. I prepare my kids, take my kids to school. Within that time, by the time I drop my kids, I bond with my kids. So there's no time that you'll tell me that you are just working and you're not bonding with the kids.
Yeah.
Then I can go back, have a power nap, then continue working until 5. 5 I go back, pick my kids, we go home, we do our homework, prepare our meals, and sleep. For me, I know I wake up earlier.
Yeah.
So at least to me, this online thing is manageable for us as long as you discipline yourself on your expenses. You discipline yourself also on your time. You should always be on your time. If you have a regular client, that is also a time discipline.
True.
You shouldn't be telling a client, oh, I'll be picking you at 8, then you got right.
No,
My
you
friend.
can't. Well, Helen, we're not going to say anything about you, but maybe final words. Final words.
Final words. I would try and encourage women out there, because in this online driving, we have very few women.
Yeah.
If your passion is driving, come out, do something.
Enjoy while at it.
Enjoy, yeah. Don't stay at home at stressed. What to eat? Once they go to school, kama mmoja ni mdogo, peleke care. What do we call it?
Daycare.
Take care. Talk up nje. What's the stress? You will meet nice people outside here.
It's true.
There are nice people outside here. Very nice and very supportive ladies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When you look at the ratio between the men and the women in the industry, the men are more. And it's been, what, a couple of years, 3, 4, 5 years since we had the online apps, that online taxi industry. Why is it different? Why haven't more women gotten in to match up with the guys?
If you ask me, I think ladies are scared. First and foremost, most of them, they get scared even on the road. Wanagopa lori.
Wow, that was me a
Ndio.
while back. Like, woo! My brother's telling me, utaenda basi?
Uko mtaro.
Uko, eh.
Yeah,
All right.
wanaogopa.
Yeah.
Na kitu ya pili, maybe wanaogopa ku talk with strangers.
Okay.
Na maybe the last thing, maybe they're scared of insecurity.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would ask people to like work on the security thing.
Okay.
Mostly these apps, and waache uoga, watu wakuje.
Watu wakuje.
Watu wakuje
Si nyinyi
because
mshaingia.
we are the majority women
It's
here.
true, it's true,
So
it's true.
by the way, most of these clients here in Kenya, majority are women.
It's true.
Yeah, like me every day I carry like 3, 4 women, 1 month.
Wow.
So we are many.
It's true. We can do this.
Come join us. Let's do this.
Mbula, do you think it's a cultural thing, growing up knowing that taxi business is a man's business?
Yeah.
Does it come from there?
Yeah, it is. It is. Just as you said, when we started with Kenatical, and the rest, it was just a male-dominated industry.
Yeah.
So even now, when you carry women, they're like, not even just women, all
Even
clients,
men,
they
yeah.
just ask you, hey, when you don't fear. And it's just a fear that people have. You know, people will say, hey, suppose you carry this drunkard man, don't you fear like they can attack you, they can be violent and stuff? And honestly, those people are very friendly. Most of them really appreciate what you're doing. And it's just a fear that
It's
we
just a
need
fear
to
because now we
overcome.
are celebrating women who are truck drivers from Kenya to Uganda to Mombasa, and it's a big deal now. So what is the future for Divas on Wheels?
Divas on Wheels, as I told you, it's still crawling.
Yeah.
It's a woman, word of mouth advertising network.
Okay.
I meet you from an online app. I introduce myself. I give you a card for a future benefit. So next time, if you need me, you'll call me. Divas on Wheels, we also targeted kids, because there's no app that concentrated on these kids. How do they go to school? How do they go to for their clinics? Maybe as a mother in this digital world, maybe you are busy and your kid needs to go for a clinic. Why don't you call Divas on Wheels and you give us? We can take your kid. You trust us with your kid, or even you give us your maid. We go. We do all the things that are needed in the hospital, then we get back your kid at home. This one will come into us as our agreement. So what I'd really wish that can women empower us? Can women come on board? We'll give you our numbers, we'll give you our details, our websites will be up soon. Can women come on board those women, those single mothers that are there, they are not ready to open up. But
Yeah.
you know you can drive. You've been driving for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Why don't you come on board and join these women? At least you become so many. We are willing. We are having an opening hand to all the women drivers as Divas. So we are looking up to that. There are sick people.
Okay.
How do we give back to the community? Yes, we are earning just little things from the apps.
Yeah.
It's not satisfying, but you having that motherhood in you, sisterhood in
Absolutely.
you, that humanity in you, where is it going? How do you give back to the community? That's when we came up with Divas on Wheels. First, we targeted the cancer patients. International Women's Day this year, we went to Texas Cancer Center and we gave free rides to those people who are from chemotherapy. Yeah, so this is how we are giving back to the community.
That's
and
good.
in future, we'd want every woman who owns a car to embrace us.
And be part
If
of this
we
community.
can have an app for every woman driver who can go online and assist someone, will be happy about it. That is what we are looking into. We are looking into our future generations.
That would be beautiful.
Our kids are coming up, they
Yeah.
are growing. What example are we coming to give our
Yeah.
kids? So we want something like that. We also want like government institutions to embrace women. In case there are these people coming in, there's like last year we had there are these people who are coming, the blue economy.
Yeah, we had blue economy last year.
At least if Divas can be considered, we find female drivers
Okay.
to drive these people for us to be paid.
But then that takes the women to actually join the network because they won't be calling women who are not there.
Yeah.
So it's a call to action for all the women out there
Yes.
to just join and support other women in this
Yeah.
industry because it can be big. And imagine
Yeah.
trusting another woman to
Right.
take care of your child because you're not available to do that. But another woman will be there to do that for you. When you have labor at night, you know there's a woman who will come take you to hospital. Now that is what Divas on Wheels is all about. Thank you for coming through.
You're welcome.
And this is
Having
the
us.
official outfit for
And the outfit for Divas.
Divas. This is the official uniform. He's like, ooh, all right, okay. Asanteni sana.
Karibu
Nashukuru.
sana.
That's been Frida, Helen, and Mbula. Asanteni sana. Talk to us on social media. Let's get your feedback. Have you ever experienced a female Uber driver? Ever? If you've never, also please let us know. And we might just throw Helen your way or Mbula or Frida, you know. Although talk to us on social media, that's KTN Life and Style on Facebook, KTN Life _Style on Twitter and Instagram. We're taking a very short commercial break. When we come back, we've got Catherine Mwangi on Books and Blogs.